just to be close, just to be close to you. After I went through that attack online with first of all the newspapers, and then you got the Christian Post, then you had Charisma, all of them just started doing write-ups on me and speaking evil on me. Oh, David got a cult, he's running his multi-million-dollar ministry like a cult. I mean, I don't freaking know what a cult is. And all I heard is about Jim Jones Kool-Aid, and believe me, I ain't giving nobody my Kool-Aid. I said, y'all are off, buddy, y'all are stupid. Because I'll never give you my Kool-Aid. Ever. So I don't know how I can be a cult. I thought you got to have Kool-Aid to be a cult. Not my Kool-Aid. I drink that myself. You let my enemies know that. The moment somebody persecute me or talk about my cars or any of the houses God give the ministry, they want to jump on the bandwagon and talk about me. Because they waiting for that anyway. They don't even want to know the truth of what's happening. But they want to say, oh, because we saw the persecution, we more integral than you with money. Look at what everybody's saying about you. Freak, that don't mean that's true. Actually, in God's eyes, I'm more integral with money than you are. And the devil got you blinded. And now some of them are mad because my ministry is more richer than theirs. Well, that's not my fault, buddy. I chose to do it God's way. Stop being a little wussy. That's what's wrong with them. They always got to mentally figure things out. Ever since this big persecution just happened, and they wrote up on me on the newspapers, and they're saying all kind of evil stuff, and we have lost some people over it, some great relationships. But I don't think it's a great relationship anymore if you can listen to my enemies and turn on me. But when all that happened, all that stuff happened, that's when we got a call from this lady overseas in New Zealand, so sweet. And she's only seen the broadcast 2 months, or been on the ministry 2 months. And the Lord visited her and said, you are to give your inheritance of land to this ministry in JMMI. So now we have a base in New Zealand too. I've told a lot of the pastors who are my enemies, I said, you're an idiot. I said, you should be afraid to fight me. God is with me personally. You in trouble. You in big trouble. It's an eternal indictment against you. But you know, they'll get in their good old boys club, call each other on the phone, try to put bugs in each other's ear. Don't invite David, blackball him. How you gonna blackball me and Jesus is working personally with me? How you gonna blackball me and shut a door when Jesus is the door? You idiot. You're a darn idiot. And I'm saying this to a lot of you pastors and leaders out there, because a lot of you are punks, you're sissies to the devil. That's right, I said it. That's what you are. Because all of them are like in a good old boys club. They need each other. They need their platforms to keep growing and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Cursed is the man who put his trust in man. That's demonic. The Lord told me some years ago, after I gave up everything for the second time, I surrendered everything, or the third time. He came to me in a dream. He says, because you've given up everything like I told you, he says, and I'm going to give you $400 million to build the 100,000 seat arena you're supposed to build in St. Louis and some other things. So in 2005, I was asleep in my bed in St. Louis, and the Lord Jesus came and got me. And see, I don't make this stuff up. I can die right now. I can say that. God can kill me if I'm a liar. And all my enemies who speak evil of me, I bet you they cannot do this. I bet you they cannot say, we know David is lying. We know he's telling a false fib. I bet you they can't tell you that Jesus appeared to them and told them that. He came to me in 2005. I was asleep, and he came and got me in my sleep. Took me high up in the air, in the atmosphere of America, around the Gulf of Mexico, like at that tip, but high up. And he began to show me what Russia was planning against our country, nuclear war. and that they were planning to send a nuclear war to Southern California and one to Florida. I saw this. And the missile passed by me and Jesus. He had on a white robe, brown hair. He was glowing, and I was standing beside him. He said nothing to me. He just brought me to show me what this country is planning against America. And I saw one of the missiles pass by us going to California that said USSR, the old initials, the communistic Russia, which he was showing me Russia is still communistic. And we were standing up high over the Gulf of Mexico, and then I saw one hit Southern California, and millions of people died from a nuclear blast. And then one hit Florida. I saw it hit Florida. The other one, I was in my bedroom again. This time I wasn't asleep, I was awake. And the Lord Jesus came through the wall and appeared in my bedroom and started talking to me. In 2013, he says, now I'm sending you back to South Korea. He says, there's a king demon that is about to start a war with South Korea, a nuclear war from Kim Jong-un, however you pronounce his name. He says, I'm sending you there to stop that war. Jesus said this to me. He says, I gave you the keys of my kingdom. That's imperial power. He says, this is not a prince demon that's ruling this leader. Jesus said to me, this is a king demon. He says, now you've used your kingly powers that I've taught you over prince demons. He says, but now I want you to use the powers as an emperor against him. He says, you got to be higher than a king demon to take him out. You can't be a king and fight a king. You have to be an emperor and overcome a king. If you don't have enough integrity to see through all that junk and know that this is real, then you don't need to be my friend. So, adios, amigos. Just to be close to you is my desire.